that today's special, or is it part of the decor? A regular for life, and beyond. A regular for life, and beyond.
What'll it be?
Show me your wear.
Happy to be of service, sir.
God be with you.
Good day, good day. What will it be?
But they say no one stands a chance against.
Is it true you hold fights here?
No bloody way. What we do here has nothing to do with fighting. Teeth fly in all directions. Bones crack. Blood flows. It's a bloodbath.
And people do this voluntarily?
Not only voluntarily, but willingly. There's quite a nice heap of money in it. And there are other things at play.
That sounds like something for me.
As you wish. But if Damian, Zavish or Goliath slice you into schnitzel, don't come crying to me.
You can't scare me. I'm in.
Have it your way. I warned you. First, pay me the entry fee.
Here.
Well, let's see. A fight with Damian is first up for you. If he doesn't get you by force, he will certainly get you by pure stench alone.
Can't wait.
Zavish is up second. When he fights, it's a joy to behold. But there's this one catch. When he's sober, he's not worth a damn. If you want to fight with him, you have to make certain he's got some drinks in him.
And can't you get those drinks into him yourself? You run this place, don't you?
I could, but Zavish has quite a tab here already, so he won't get even a drop on the house anymore. But I won't let him fight if he's sober. Do with that what you may. The last one is Goliath, our champion. Nobody's ever defeated him here.
Maybe I'll be the first.
I know Goliath, and I know what he's capable of. If you value your life, when you go down, stay down. Well, and that's that. We hold the fights in the building next door. The lads will already be waiting for you there. And one more thing. No giving up. You fight as long as you're standing, and if you lose, well, you'll see.
Wonderful. What do you have?
Nothing to your liking, sir? What can I do?
What's new in the city?
Oh, there was this bloke here in fancy clothes. His name was Johann Parler. He said he was looking for a blacksmith who'll take on any job. Why don't you go and see him? I think he said he lived in the inn, in the merchant's quarter. And that's about it.
That doesn't sound bad. Thank you, innkeeper.
Good day. I apologize.
I'm sorry.
There are people walking about us.
Why did you start fighting?
I'm a pungy beggar with almost no teeth. What have I got to lose here?
The innkeeper said the fellas often break bones here. Aren't you scared of that?
That's a load of shit. Mole likes to exaggerate. Just because it happened a couple of times doesn't mean it's common. Did he also tell you Goliath beat someone to death here?
No.
Don't worry. It was a long time ago.
Come and fight.
All right, then. But I have another proposal. Mole gets his share from the fees, but only the winner gets the spoils. So, what would you say to a wee bet? So us weaker fighters have a chance?
You know, why not?
Mighty kind of you. Ready? Ha! Fuck you! I'll knock your eyes out your ass! Bring it on, coward!
See some blood.
You snail! Take him down! Take his teeth out the other side of his face!
Such a wanker and he kicks my arse.
What do you mean, wanker? Getting your ass kicked once wasn't enough?
Just you wait. Zavish will wipe that smirk off your face. Here, take the money and get out of my sight, you prick.
Huh? Could you please explain why you only fight when you're in your cups?
That's easy. When I'm sober, I get easily distracted and find it hard to focus. The booze clears my head, and I can think only about how to rough up the churl in front of me.
Would you like to raise a cup with me?
Do I know you?
Of course. You don't remember me? We were drinking here together a few days ago. If I hadn't put a few coins out for you, Mole would have skinned you alive.
Ah, well, I don't remember anything about that, but it sounds like me. I'd be happy to drink with you. Here you go. My treat. But not a peep in front of Mole. He mustn't find out I have money, or he want me to pay for everything I owe.
Here's something to drink. Enjoy.
I was pretty damn thirsty. Bottoms up!
Now do you feel like fighting?
No, not yet.
Another drink for you?
You're a fella I don't meet every day. Gloria!
Well,
Absolutely.
shall we fight?
Aye! But what do you say to a bet first? So we get something out of this.
Good idea. Here you are.
Sacre. I can't seem to count it. Well, I trust you. If worse comes to worse, I'll lose on it. Let's fight!
Get a move on, you snail! We want to see some blood! Punch! Rip his guts out!
You're boring me. Try a little.
Punch his face in!
I'm not going to beat him in a fight!
Punch his face in!
Rip his guts out!
You call
Turn
that
him
up?
ass backwards! Punch his face in!
Don't
Rip his guts out! Get a move on,
Cheers.
you snail!
Take it down! Take him down!
Today it's a load of rubbish!
You call
I want to see some blood!
That city tournament. What an occasion, eh? Will you go?
Aye. I reckon I'll have a look first, and maybe next time I'll even fight. I've been taking lessons at the Fechthalle.
Good fight.
Good, good. My skull's still spinning from it. Or is that from the drink? Lord knows. You get the whole bet, and don't drink it up right away.
Is dangerous. The tournament's supposed to be a celebration of the city, and all that fencing is just a bit of fun, that's all.
Ugh.
Single crush until I stones, lime, scaffolding.
It looks like Mole is pretty certain you're gonna win. Is it true no one's ever defeated you?
Oh, I reckon it's really true. But it wasn't for lack of them trying, you know.
Where'd you learn to fight like that?
My father gave me thrashings when I was little. He only stopped when I broke both his hands. Ever since then, no one's defeated me.
Shall we fight?
No problem. So, come and bet. You can't take any groschen to the grave anyway.
Well, why not? Here you go.
Now, say goodbye to your life. Bloody hell. Like it! I'll take you on. Come on then. And that's what I call it. Closer. Don't be scared. Bloody hell. Come on then.
There's no escape!
You lousy bastard! I've been crushing men's bones for so long, and then this squirt comes along and... Fuck me!
It could have gone either way, though.
You better believe it. If you just dropped your guard for a moment, you'd be picking your teeth up from that shit on the ground.
Well, luckily that didn't happen.
You should tell Mole about it. His head's gonna explode when he hears you beat me. Maybe I'll inherit this place then.
What do you need?
I won all the fights.
No fucking way! Goliath isn't the undefeated champion anymore? Who'd have reckoned?
It couldn't last forever.
Anyway, the reward is yours. Here you go. One for Damian, another for Zavish, the third for Goliath, and a fourth one, just for surviving.
Thanks.
By the way, if you haven't had enough fighting yet, go and look around the cemetery at St. Bartholomew at night.
The cemetery? It's a bit late for fights there, isn't it?
If you meet who I'm talking about, you'll be glad if you don't end up staying there. So what? How can I help?
What's new with
Try asking at the Kingfisher Bathhouse. They say the owner has some problems.
Betty the bathkeeper? Problems?
Aye, that's the one. Some disagreements with the city council or something. But that's all I know. You should ask her yourself.
Aye, I'll go and see her. She's a friend of mine.
And that's about it.
That doesn't sound bad. Thank you, innkeeper.
God be with you, sir.
I hear you're having some problems with the city council.
Has word got round already? Oh, wonderful.
What's going on?
The leeches have run out of ideas who to bleed dry, so they've come up with a new tax on us.
What tax?
The clean tax, they call it. One bathhouse in Kuttenberg will be chosen that won't have to pay into the city coffers. The official municipal bathhouse, they're going to call it. But they'll slap the clean tax on the rest of us and bleed us dry.
How much will the tax be?
A lot more than I can afford. I already have to think twice before spending a single groschen, and every extra cost will only make it worse. I'll have to close down before the first snows.
Do you already know which baths they'll choose? As a municipal bathhouse? Couldn't it be yours?
I'd have to be friends with the councillors for them to vote for me. But do you know who has votes for sure?
Adam, I'd reckon.
That's right. And when he gets special status, I'll be ruined by the tax and have to close.
It almost sounds like that's no accident.
You find it fishy as well, eh?
Do you think he's behind it?
He couldn't do something like this on his own. But he does have one special customer. Councillor Jerome Naz. That man has half the council under his thumb, and Adam treats him like a king. The best girls, the best wine, and he's never had to pay a single groschen, believe me.
So Adam is buying him?
Exactly. And I bet he was the one who came up with the clean tax. Extra coin. No councillor will say no to that.
Is there anything we can do?
I don't know. These last days, I've been trying to persuade at least some councillors to vote for me. But without Naz's supporters, it won't do me much good.
How many of them promised to vote for you?
A few, but even those are not certain. The leeches are happy to take your coin and promise you the world, but how they'll vote, only God knows.
Well, what if this Naz had a nasty experience in Adam's bathhouse? Maybe he and Adam wouldn't be so close anymore.
That might not be a bad idea. If he thought they couldn't care less about him, maybe he'd give my bathhouse a try.
Right. So what are we going to do to him?
I'd try asking the wenches at Adams. They're bound to know the councillor's likes and dislikes.
Right. I'll try to spoil his day somehow.
Thanks very much. It's wonderful you're willing to help. But please, don't leave it too long. It's not long till the council meets, and I need to win over those votes before then.
Ja! Quick! Ja! 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 Go! Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
Or there'll be trouble. No one gives a fuck about what you have to say. I'll say what I want, where I want, you whoreson.
Isn't going to end well.
Enough, damn it! Now you're gonna die! I'll beat you to a... Come on! Oh, fucker!
Christ! Damn it. Ugh.
I want to ask about the new developments. The city bathhouse and clean tax.
I remember you. You're from Betty. What do you want to know?
Why is the council doing this?
He went to bed healthy.
What's it going to accomplish?
We want the city to have a respectable establishment. It could attract important people who are here on business or for some hearing. And Kuddenberg will improve its reputation if it offers the best services. At least that's what Jerome says about it, and it strikes me as a good idea.
And what about the clean tax? It doesn't seem fair that one business will pay it while another won't.
There's a reason why the city bathhouse won't pay. It will be under a lot of pressure. In terms of the standard of services, the quality of its premises, everything in it has to be perfect. That's why the council won't levy the tax on it, so it can pay for all of that.
What about the others? It's all right if the tax ruins them.
I don't think there's any danger of that. A good establishment is never short of customers, and the bad ones, well, Kuddenberg will be better off without them.
Who do you think will get it? Adam or Betty?
That depends how the councillors vote. But if you want my honest answer,
Aye, I do.
you know, if it was up to me, I'd happily give it to Betty. I really enjoyed my last visit, but Jerome is Adam's customer and has a lot of clout on this matter in the council. Getting a majority to vote for Betty would be very hard. Or perhaps I should say, expensive.
Expensive, you say?
Very expensive.
So, let's say I contributed to the council. Is it possible the other councillors might change their mind?
I can't rule it out, of course.
Here, take this. And please tell the others that the Kingfisher Bathhouse has great respect for the city council's work. And every councillor is welcome there.
Thank you. I'll definitely pass that message on.
Thank you for your time.
Why'd he do it?
Hey! Wake up!
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
Do you know Councillor Naz?
The name don't come to mind, but I ain't been here long, and I don't know all the noblemen yet. You'll have to ask the other girls.
I will. Thanks.
God be with you.
What can I do for you, sir?
Show me your work.
I'm glad you found what you needed, sir. What would you like?
God be with you.
Do you know Jerome Naz,
Naz.
the councillor?
Aye, he's the one we had to change the tub for. I know who he is.
Why did he change his tub?
I'm sorry, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. It was a terrible disaster.
You can tell me. Councillor Naz sent me to check up on things here.
Uh-huh. And he didn't tell you what happened here?
No. He said I'd find out everything here. I'm supposed to measure it and, well, check it.
Right. If that's what Councillor Naz wants.
What happened to the tub?
We had these fleas. Like, lots of them.
Oh, I see.
It was terrible. We had to scrub the bathhouse top to bottom and wash or burn everything. And Councillor Naz found out and wanted his tub changed. Said he wouldn't use one that was crawling with fleas.
How did the fleas get in here?
Most likely some beggar broke in one night and partook of the bathhouse services. He left some flea-ridden rags lying about, and all of a sudden they were everywhere.
One rag is enough to infest the whole bathhouse.
You can't get rid of them.
Interesting. Where is the new tub?
Where the old one used to be, upstairs. But it's got new curtains now, made from this lovely embroidered fabric. And we put this nice cupboard next to it, where Councillor Naz's towels, bath hose, wine goblets, and all that stuff are kept.
I see Adam really pampers him.
Aye, he does. He's our best customer.
What did Naz say about the fleas? Was he angry?
Adam talked to him about it, but I could hear him ranting and raving. I heard he threatened to take his custom elsewhere and said the whole city council would turn against us. And we all got it in the neck from Adam and all.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
Are you going to check the tub then?
Well, I can see you take excellent care of the councillor, so it won't be necessary. Bye for now. I heard Councillor Naz is one of your customers. Is that true?
Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I can't share our secrets with you, can I?
You can tell me. I could tell right away you have important duties here, and that you'd know about an honoured guest like Naz.
Well, it's true. I'm the only one allowed to prepare him wine. Nobody else is allowed to even touch his barrel.
He has his own special drink.
Special and expensive. Adam gets it from... Actually, I don't know where he gets it from, but it's from somewhere far away. I secretly tasted it once, and it was...
Horrible?
I suppose my tongue isn't refined enough.
Is Naz's wine stored properly? If it's so precious, it'd be a shame if it's spoiled.
It's kept in the pantry with the other casks, but this one stands on these tall legs. Adam's afraid of it splashing on the floor when it's being poured, or something.
Oh, that makes sense, if it's so precious. Is there anything Naz doesn't like? Something you're forbidden from doing?
Doesn't like? I don't know.
He's never complained about anything? Never been unhappy about something?
Oh, he can't stomach herbs, actually. I recently brought some chamomile brew to his bath to give him a compress on his eyes. But the drunk Burke drank it when I wasn't looking. He came out in nasty rashes. Horrible it was.
Chamomile, you say? Interesting. I'll have to go now. But thanks. You've been a great help.
What with?
That's not important.
Pleased to be of service, you man of mystery. Take care now.
Ah, so you're doing that. Right then.
Greetings.
Do you know Jerome Naz? He's a Kuttenberg councillor, and they say he comes here now and again.
Of course I know him. Me and the girls look after him like one of our own.
What services do you give him?
Ooh, wouldn't you like to know? All the girls do their own bit. We make certain Councillor Naz gets the best treatment.
And what do you do?
Wouldn't you like to know? But you need to make it worth my while.
Of course. How much do you want?
Coin won't catch me a husband. But a pretty dress, that might do it.
I'll try to get hold of one.
I look forward to it. God be with you, sir.
Christ! Pardon me.
You shouldn't be... Aye.
Damn. I apologize. What a mess.
Danke.
The city council has decided to help King Sick.
What's that lovely smell? That was... And I thought someone was creeping around here. Careful!
Shouldn't be out of your element
Are wasted among those other ninnies. Instead of warming beds and scrubbing blokes' arses, you could work directly for me.
I want to ask about...
I know you do.
I've got a dress.
Oh, lovely. Wow, it's gorgeous.
It's all yours. Now, what can you tell me about Naz and his visits?
Of course. It's the same every time. I go upstairs to prepare a bath for him. It can't be too hot or too cold. And then Adam gives me this fragrant oil, and I have to mix that in.
That's some special treatment, isn't it?
We don't do that for anyone else. I hear it's awfully expensive, but only the best for Councillor Nars. Well, that's what Adam says.
I understand.
Well, then he has his bath, eats and drinks and discusses important issues with Adam and the other wealthy guests. And then he usually goes home or stays on with some girl. It depends.
Could you show me the fragrant oil?
I ain't got it. Adam's really careful with it, so he only gives it to me when Councillor Nars comes. Then he locks it up somewhere in his room upstairs.
You said Nars talks to Adam during bathing. What about? Do you know?
No, I don't. I don't listen to them. Boring stuff, usually. About the city council, about money, blah, blah, blah. I mind my own business.
What does the oil look like? Is it in some pitcher?
No, it's small. A little bottle with a cork. A bit like perfume. Aye, and it's got something painted on it. Colourful flowers like.
What would happen if you broke the little bottle, say, or someone stole it?
Don't say that. Not even as a joke. That would be the death of me. Adam would hit the roof, but Nars would be even more pissed off.
He always asks for it, eh?
Sometimes I wonder if he only comes here because he likes the way the bath smells. He can't stop praising it. It's like it puts him under a spell or something.
Right. I was just curious. But I've got to go now. Thanks for the chat.
Thank you for the dress. Take care, sir.
Lord be with you.
I'm looking for some flea-ridden rags or something like that. Do you know where I could find some?
No, I don't. And it's shitty of you to suggest that just because someone's down on his luck, he must be covered in fleas.
But I didn't mean it like that.
I don't care how you meant it. Fuck off.
You wouldn't know where I could find some clothing covered in fleas, would you? Or some rags?
What do you want it for?
I can't tell you.
If you say so. I ain't got nothing like that.
Greetings.
Do you know where I could get hold of some fleas?
You what? Are you drunk? Leave me alone.
I'm sorry, some rags. Got any idea?
I may be a bit down on my luck, but I ain't got nothing.
God bless you, sir.
Do you know where I could get hold of...
What? I thought you were going to give me alms. No, I don't know.
Thanks.
Going in by tomorrow. Three times in 2 days.
Be careful.
I think I heard about you in a fight club.
Really? About me? What did they tell you? And who, pray tell, are you?
Well, first things first, I'm Henry. From Scallops.
František is my name.
They told me I'd find the strongest competitor here. If it's not you, then I must be looking for some ghost.
I know this place like the back of my hand, and I've never seen a spook here. So I reckon you really are looking for me.
How does a city gravedigger like you become the best fighter in the area?
From necessity. The cemetery looks like a quiet place, but at night it can get pretty lively.
You mean people come here to make trouble?
Well, nobody does anything to me, but sometimes I get thieves sneaking around trying to make a bit of coin by robbing graves. And I bloody well don't like to see that in my cemetery. It's gotten around that I guard this place, but some still try their luck every so often. Then I have no choice but to give them a walloping to remember, so they don't ever come back.
Do you still go and fight people just for fun once in a while?
I used to do it all the time. I went to the tavern after work and picked a fight with whoever crossed my path. I've even spent a few nights under lock and key when I overdid it.
That sounds like quite a wild youth.
Water under the bridge. I've turned a new leaf. I'm even on the bailiff's good side nowadays. That's because I can handle guarding this place all on my own.
I challenge you to a fight. Man to man.
Now, in broad daylight. Someone will see us and there'll be trouble. Come at night. It'll be quiet and no one will disturb us.
All right then.
Good afternoon.
I don't know if you can help me, but I'm looking for some flea-ridden rags.
And you expect me to have some?
Well,
I ain't got nothing like that. But I know where you could find some, if you're willing to make it worth my while.
here you are. Now talk.
Thank you kindly, young man. We have this encampment in the Cobbler's Quarter. Take a look there by the wall behind the biggest tent. There's a big pile of rubbish there, but I saw the kind of blanket you need. Covered in fleas, almost indecent it were.
Thanks. I'll take a look.
Be careful.
Fine wares here. Quality goods here.
You shouldn't be out here.
What are you doing here? Go sniff somewhere else. Cop. Somebody ought to grab it by the scruff of the neck.
Sit and bark.
God is punishing us for our sins. You rude little beast. Off you go. Hope he didn't eat anything here.
Huh? Clear off, you mutt! Leave it! Shoot! Somebody ought to grab us by the scruff of the neck.
Get out of here,
What are you
mutt.
doing here?
Hmm? Call that beast to heel!
Mutt!
Heel! I'll challenge you to...
You're not listening to me, eh? If you...
I'm in no mood for nonsense, so no messing about. Got it?
Ah, don't worry. I'm a saint. I'll challenge...
Then you shall have it. I accept. But first, let's clear up some rules.
All right.
First of all, fight like a man. I'm not going to chase you around here like a scared nanny goat. You stick your nose outside the cemetery wall, and you're finished. If you've had enough, feel free to give up. I won't hurt you intentionally. I'm not a monster.
Do you expect the same from me?
No. On principle, I fight as long as I can stand on my own 2 feet. And be so kind and try not to stomp around here too much, so those under the ground here have some peace and quiet.
All right.
We'll go over there. There'll be more space. Ready?
Ah! 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 Don't beat you. Take that! Fuck you!
For the cross!
Oh.
There. That's that.
God's wound. Oh, I haven't got a beating like that since I buried my pa.
Ah, don't be hard on yourself. You're no pushover either.
You'd better believe it. And my best years are long gone. Well, you beat me fair and square, I admit it. Perhaps God sent you to me as a sign I should take it easy in my old age.
Well, it's true someone sent me here. But it wasn't God.
But with a successor like you, I don't really mind. So you won't think I'm a monster. I'd like to give you something as a reward. I don't have much, but I could teach you something. What do you say to that?
And what exactly can you do?
You mean what sort of skills can one pick up in a cemetery? Sometimes you've got to fix something up or replace it, and at night I've got to keep an eye out for thieves. Nothing is sacred to those bastards.
I'd like to learn something new.
I can show you how to deal with small repairs, or tell you how to sneak up on someone so quietly they only notice you once you're tickling them with the whip.
Excuse me?
No chance. Where would I go? Let it go, or there'll be trouble.
Keep close to us. It's not safe here. Joachim went home already.
Hello, Heinrich. It was a beautiful tournament. Much great feasting to see. I am glad you could make it. Congratulations on your victory. I knew you would win, and I am glad I was not mistaken. What did you think of it?
I don't have much experience with events like these, but I thought it was fantastic. The competition was also good. Great opportunity for swordsmen to show off and improve their skills.
Good, Heinrich. My thoughts exactly. What about the winnings? Are you satisfied?
I got something, but I have to say I expected a bit more.
I reckon you're right. I will try to do something about it. I promise. Most importantly, the councillors are satisfied too. So me and Fridush can continue organizing tournaments. I am sure that the more tournaments we hold, the more we can attract better fighters and make tournaments even more interesting for everyone involved. I also hope the council and the local burghers will be more generous in time, so that we can offer better prices, which would also surely convince more contenders to participate. So I urge you to keep participating too, Heinrich. I need a fighter like you to make the tournament famous.
I'll consider it, Manhart. You have my word. Sign me up for the tournament.
Toll!
I can't seem to make up my mind. You know what? Sign me up for everything.
Pay the entry fee.
Here are the...
I look forward, May Lady, on the day of the tournament. Or you can wait.
Be careful.
hear it.
Stay close to the others. It's not safe here.
Come on. Crawl all over it. And bite to your heart's content.
That's rank. Ugh.
Let's hope he enjoys the herbs. Come here! I was at Adam's bathhouse.
And how did it go? Tell me.
I asked about Naz, and let's say he won't feel as comfortable there as he used to.
That sounds good. At least he might be willing to talk to me now.
Oh, so I don't forget, I brought you something. This is some precious oil they mix into his bath. He's crazy about it, it seems. So you can surprise him when he turns up here.
That's great. Thank you.
What are we going to do now? Wait?
Well, there's one more counselor we could get on our side.
Who?
Councillor Tuchmacher. Apparently, some nobleman accused him of swindling his customers, and he has some problems now, or something like that. If you go to him and ask, maybe he'd appreciate some help.
Who is this Tuchmacher? What else do you know about him?
He's a master tailor and draper. He has a shop in Town Hall Street, and he's one of the councillors who's likely to vote for Adam. He was always a bastard.
You know each other?
It depends on what you mean. We had a bit of a row some years back, and he's pissed off with me. I'd never have thought that moron would be on the council.
What about the other councillors? Have you spoken to any?
I've given bribes and promised favors, but nothing is certain. Unless Naz is eating out of the palm of my hand, we need every vote we can get.
All right. I'll go and see him and find out what's up.
Oh, and when I said we had a bit of a row, maybe it'd be best not to say I sent you. He might not take kindly to it.
All right. Don't worry.
Take care now.
Now you'll learn that the church is rotten. Hear what Master Jan Hus. Priests wallow in gold. Salvation cannot be for sale. But what do they say? Hey!
Kind master. Eh, Matt?
I apologize.
Here, Mutt!
Welcome. I'll be right with you. I was glad to be of help.
God is punishing us for our sins.
Scoundrel!
do what we talked about?
I don't think so.
I heard you're having trouble with some noblemen.
What's that got to do with you?
Nothing. But maybe I could help you.
And you just feel like helping me, do you? Because you've got a big heart? I don't buy it. What's your game?
Do the municipal bathhouse and the clean tax mean anything to you?
Of course! I'm a member of the Kuttenberg Council.
So, when you're going to choose the bathhouse, I need you to vote for the Kingfisher.
Why are you interested in bathhouses?
Let's say it's in my interest if they make a profit. I contributed to the furnishings, and I expect to get a return on that soon.
Oh, I see what you mean. Aye, why not? If you can help me, my vote is yours. But only if you succeed.
It's a deal. What's it all about, then?
I had a bit of a quarrel with Sir Jan of Leschin, and I need someone young and strong to take my place in a duel.
You're going to fight?
You'll do the fighting, and that will settle our dispute. Do you agree?
What did you quarrel about?
Just a silly misunderstanding. Some nobleman's servant ordered a coat for his lord, except he kept urging me, and I ran out of the right fabric. So I used a different fabric in some places, and the lord noticed and accused me of swindling him.
Well, you did, didn't you?
What was I supposed to do? I'd also have been in trouble if I didn't deliver it on time.
All right. What happened next?
I wanted the bailiff to adjudicate, because I'm on good terms with him. But the nobleman insisted it to be resolved under the law of the realm, because the city law doesn't apply to him. And that means settling the dispute under the watchful eyes of God, by combat.
What are the rules of the duel?
You don't need to worry. It's not to the death.
What weapons?
Well, as I'm not a nobleman, I'm not allowed to use a sword. But you can use a mace, flail, or a hunting sword.
Oh, great. And armour?
No plate armour.
And the nobleman?
He can have everything. Sword and armour.
That's hardly a fair fight.
That's by the by, though. If I'm in the right, you'll beat him even with a stick. God's hand will guide you.
Well, I hope so. Why don't you refuse to fight the duel if you don't feel up to it?
Are you out of your mind? Disobey a nobleman? I could end up battered black and blue, or swinging from the end of a rope. What's more, I'm in the right. I've never stolen anything, and God's favour will prove it.
Have you had this kind of problem with customers before?
Never! I've never had any complaints before this. I had a good reputation in Kuttenberg, and now I'm disgraced.
It won't be my first duel, so why not? I'll take your place.
I'm glad I've found someone with courage.
Where's the duel going to take place?
The dueling spot is secret. It's out of town, so we'll go there together. If you're ready, we can set off right away.
Let's go.
I'm here like we agreed, sir.
Tuchmacher. Who's this with you?
My champion. He's going to fight in my name.
Sir?
I would laugh in your face here and now, but that wouldn't be chivalrous. So I'll just ask if you're ready, lad.
Can't we settle this without a duel?
What do you have in mind? I'm a nobleman, and as a nobleman, I am entitled to justice from God's hands. Tuchmacher cheats his customers, and I won't stand for it.
I didn't cheat anyone. I told you how it was, sir. The bailiff could have settled the dispute.
City law is out of the question. I want the Lord to be our judge.
Maybe we could find a peaceful solution.
Well, Tuchmacher. Your champion's getting cold feet, it seems.
Have you lost your mind? Are you going to fight or not?
I'll fight, just as I promised.
I was starting to fear I'd win without even trying. Shall we begin, then?
I see you're fully kitted out to fight me, sir.
Are you objecting?
No. But I have to be practically naked while you're in full armor. That's like you on a horse racing some poor fellow on a cow.
You cast doubt on my swordsmanship. All right. I'll show you I can trounce you even without plate armor, boy.
Let's get on with it.
Hold your horses. Tuchmacher, listen here, youngster. You'll fight with what's appropriate for a man of Tuchmacher's status. Some bludgeon or hunting sword. And take off that plate, or there'll be no duel. Well?
Let's go then.
Are you testing? You're supposed to have a weapon befitting Tuchmacher's. Get a flail or a hunting sword.
All right.
Are we going to fight? Well?
Let's go then.
Are you testing? You're supposed to have a weapon. Get a
All right.
Well? What's it to be? Well?
Let's go then.
Today, these two men choose to settle a dispute concerning swindling and an accusation of lying. Noble Sir Jan of Lechtin and Kuttenberg Councillor Tuchmacher, represented by Henry. Both men confirm that the party whom God guides to victory in the duel has right on his side, and the defeated party is obliged to make good his debt. The combat shall continue until one of the combatants yields or flees. Are you ready? Begin.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Oh! You have heard God's will.
That's a lot of blood. This should stop it.
You really gave him what for? From the right, from the left, parry, strike. Thanks. Thanks very much.
You're welcome. I hope you'll fulfill your side of our deal now.
Most certainly.
And next time, don't resolve your disputes by combat.
Next time, I'll be careful who I make coats for. Ha 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 ha.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Look what I have for you.
Here you go. Take it.
Show me you.
I went to see Tuchmacher.
How did it go? Will he vote for us?
He had a quarrel with some nobleman who challenged him to a duel.
A duel? Like a fencing one? I didn't think people still fought duels. Aren't they banned?
If you've got blue blood, you can do what you like.
That's true. It's the same everywhere. What did he want from you?
He didn't dare fight himself, so he was looking for a champion.
And how did it turn out?
He'll help us.
Really? That's wonderful. Wow, Henry, you hero.
Don't celebrate yet. There's only one vote.
But it's an important vote. Now we just have to wait till the council meets.
Do you think Adam suspects you're trying to sway the vote?
I don't know, but I don't think so. If he suspected something, I'd expect him to march in here and be as nasty to me as he always is. But there's no sign of him so far.
I have some more good news for you. I went to see Palmer and gave him a little present, let's say.
You bribed him?
I wouldn't say that. I contributed to the city's prosperity, is how I put it. I think the council will be more favourable to us than before.
My word, Henry! Thank you. That's wonderful.
Well, the battle's not won, but we have a good chance. Did you find any more votes?
Afraid not. With the meeting coming up, everyone's kind of on edge. I suppose there are lots of people trying to get something from them, or something like that. All we can do is wait.
So now we just have to wait till they vote?
Come back in a few days' time. The councillors should have voted by then.
I will.
Good day to you. What brings you here?
Are you in charge of the construction of St. Barbara's? I hear you sent for a blacksmith. Well, here I am. My name is Henry.
Johann Parler is my name, from the Parler Building Works. I think that name should ring some bells?
I'm truly pleased to meet you, sir. So, what do you need? Nails? Carpenter's axes?
Close, but not quite. I need something, let's say, a bit more delicate.
More delicate, you say? And what exactly does that mean?
Oh, there's nothing to fear. Everything will be quite above board. If we are careful. You've never heard of my father, Peter?
I can't say as I have.
He had a divine gift, but he didn't get the chance to see all of his wonderful buildings completed. That task fell upon my shoulders.
It must be a great honor to continue with such a great work of architecture.
Honor? A great responsibility is what it is. Imagine I make a bad decision or make a mistake in the calculations. And this building, which my father oversaw for so many years, suddenly comes tumbling down. And that's why I called for you. Construction work is going slower than I'd hoped. Nevertheless, I'm still thinking ahead. Therefore, I'd like to conceal a protective talisman among the roof beams of the cathedral.
Why is that a problem?
Talismans don't grow on trees. I know of 3 here in town, but they're not for sale.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
The first is the horseshoe hanging above the door of the tailor's at the horse market. They say he once got lost in a snowstorm, and St. Martin himself found him and brought him by horse to the town. He gave him a horseshoe as a reminder.
That seems a bit suspicious.
Don't speak, just listen. The next talisman is a commemorative coin set into the cellar wall above the tavern across from the town hall. And the third is a nail somewhere in the beams of the potter's house in the Czech quarter. They say he brought it from Sedlet Monastery years ago. I want you to get all 3, smelt them down, and forge an axe out of them that I can use to protect St. Barbara's. Putting a carpenter's axe in the truss work is an old tradition.
And no one will know it's made out of a horseshoe and a coin. Stealing, forging magical items, isn't that all a bit dangerous?
Perhaps a bit, but doesn't the house of God deserve protection more than a few burghers?
Well, if you think so, why don't you try explaining it to them? This won't be an easy job, sir. And it won't be cheap either.
Have no fear. This is not a matter I intend to scrimp over.
All right, I'll do it. If the pay is good.
It'll be more than good. Have no fear. But don't come to see me before it's done. The less we're seen together, the better. We meet again. Keep close to the other.
Maybe I should add some spices.
Christ! Pardon me. What was that sound? What is this racket here? Never mind. I'm going back.
Ah, there's so many nails here. You won't miss just one.
Oh, how brave. Causing trouble and then hiding. Only fools act like that. That's odd. Who opened this?
Prowling about here.
Come here! Stay. Huh? Sorry, but St. Barbara's is more in need of good luck. Heal!
Kind fellow. I'll be damned. It must be around here somewhere. It couldn't have vanished into thin air.
What are you looking for?
My leather satchel. I put it down here for a moment and now it's gone?
Where did he put it?
Somewhere around here. I made sure it wouldn't be in plain sight. At least I think I did. My stomach started churning so bad, everything went blurry. So I shucked it off my back and ran off to... you know. There was nothing else for it, see? And I was back in no time.
If you were feeling dizzy, maybe you put it down somewhere else. When you're desperate for a shit, you can't think straight. We've all been there.
Yeah, maybe. But where could I have put it? I've searched all over. It's nowhere to be found. I'm in heaps of shit now. If I don't find it, I'm done for. All my tools are in there. Fine jewellery too. Gold, silver, and cut stones. A fortune, you know. Everything I own.
Now hold on, wait. What are you doing? Give it back right now!
Fuck! Enough! Enough!
Had enough?
Now
hand it back. Everything you stole from me.
Here, that's all of it. Can I go now?
Piss off. And don't let me see you here again.